Hello, everyone. It's Derryanne Hubbard from Century 21 and Okanagan Valley Living. This is the stats report for the month of November. So let's jump right into the stats machine. So you can see here, if you've been here before, you know what this is. This spreadsheet has been collecting information and statistics since the year 2000. Here we are in November of 2021, and this is for the North Okanagan, Vernon, Armstrong, Enderby, Lumbee, that area in the north. So you can see that for the month of November, our sales are at 109. So that's actually up a little bit. If we go back, they were as high as 177 in April, but then they were dropped down for a while and we have bounced a little bit up. Now, the number of new listings coming on the market. I think this month, October, was a bit of an anomaly here because it went 95 to 106, jumped way up to 121, and now we're at 90. So the number of sales is affected by the new listings. Obviously, if we're not getting enough new listings, our number of sales will be down as well. The absorption rate. The absorption rate, it's easiest to explain it by an example. If there's 1,000 homes on the market in the month of March and 100 sell, the absorption rate is 10%. So it compares the number of houses on the market to the number of houses that sell in any given month. So a balanced market is anywhere 12 to 18, maybe 20%. Balanced market meaning buyers have options. There's enough inventory out there that they have options when they're making their purchase. And the market is moving quickly enough that sellers are not waiting months and months to sell their house. So it's balanced. Enough inventory for buyers and a speedy enough sale for sellers. And that, like I said, is 12 to 18, maybe 20%. We are at 86.51% in the North Okanagan. That is extremely high. You can see back here in April, it went to 90%, which is just an unheard of absorption rate. Days on market, now 40 seems like a long time, but days on market includes the due diligence period. So if you were to write an offer today, you might have 14, 16, 18 days to do your due diligence before you removed your conditions. So it might have been on the market. We usually allow houses right now to sit on the market for a week before we will even look at any offers. So we give all the buyers a chance to get into it, hoping that it'll go into a multiple offer situation, and then the buyers do their due diligence period. I don't really focus on average price. Let's go to median price. So it is actually a little bit down, but again, I think this month of October was a bit of an anomaly because if you look at here, 605, 633, 665, it dropped to 635, and now we're here to 644, and now we're at 687. So this one is a bit of an anomaly. A market is not made on 1 month worth of statistics. Let's look at the central. The central zone is basically the Kelowna area and surrounding areas. So whoops. Here we go, 2021, November. So you can see sales are at 252, just ever so slightly higher than the month before. New listings on the market, which again is controlling the number of sales. Absorption is 71%, very high, but look at this back in March, 99.76, which means pretty much everything that came on the market in March sold. Virtually every single house sold in that month. Amazing. So days on market is 36. The average price has been over $1 million now for about 5 months, but the median price is $957. Hard to imagine that here in our little Okanagan, we are almost at $1 million for an average sale price in Kelowna. That's just amazing. Let's have a look at the Shuswap, which is up in the Salmon Arm area. And here we go. 56 sales, new listings is 42. Absorption rate, it's a smaller market, so their numbers will not be as dramatic as Vernon, and Vernon is not as dramatic as Kelowna. And you can see the median price for the Shuswap is $714,750. So many people are asking me, so is the market going to slow down? And you would think that it would. You would think that we've kind of done our run on going up, going up, going up. But there's really no indications that it's slowing down. It should be slowing down because December and January are usually the two slowest months in the whole year because everybody's baking cookies, companies coming in. And if you don't have to sell your house, most people are putting it off until the end of January into February. Our interest rates are starting to inch up. You'd think that should slow down the market. And basically, there's a fair bit of consumer confidence that has dropped. People are pretty nervous that this bubble is going to burst and that the whole bottom is going to fall out of the economy. And I don't really see that happening because you have to think about what has to happen in order for this real estate market to turn around. Either there has to be just a huge reduction in the number of buyers. What's going to bring that about? Or a dramatic increase in the number of listings. Either one of those will level off the market. But how is that going to happen? There's not going to be a glut of inventory come on the market because there's too many people afraid of being homeless. They know if they list their house, it's probably going to be sold in 2 to 3 weeks and they have nowhere to go. So they're not listing their houses. And there's always more buyers coming into the market. We have people moving from the coast. We have the prairies bringing us buyers. And we now have Ontario, especially the Toronto area, bringing us buyers. So the number of buyers is definitely not decreasing. It is continuing to rise. As long as those two things continue the way they are now, the market, it cannot collapse. In order for it to change, those numbers are gradually going to have to change. The number of buyers is going to have to slow down, or the amount of inventory is going to have to rise. But neither one of those changes is going to happen in a month or even a quarter. It's probably going to happen over the course of a year. So I don't see this market bursting at all, not at all. Do I see the market potentially slowing down in 2022? Maybe, but I don't think for this spring market, I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe over the course of the whole year. But that's just the world according to Derryanne. So my final point is I want to wish you a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas. I hope that you have time to relax, spend time with your family and friends, enjoy the season. It's a great time to really remember all that we can be thankful for, even in this day and age with COVID and flooding, and we just came out of the fire season. We have much to be grateful for. So please enjoy the holiday season. Take care. Have a happy new year. Keep safe. Please keep safe. And I will see you in January.